myself Dr. Saurabh. Today I am going to teach you hormones. Before starting the class, you have already acquainted with the terms hormones, and you have reading it from class 5 to till now. So what is hormone? So we can say that hormone is a chemical messenger. It uh, acts from sources to away from sources carried by bloodstream to a different tissue or organ. Okay, now this is hormone. So it acts as a chemical body's own chemical messenger which travels via bloodstream, act away from source to tissue or organ, away from source. Okay. So, uh, basically hormones are synthesized in one place and they work in other tissue or organ away from the source. Main concept behind it. So, okay, let's go to the next part. What is classification? So, there are many classifications of hormones, but today I will discuss about the classification based on the structure. Okay, classification based on structure. So by first we can say that first classification will be in structure. The hormones are derived from amino acid derivatives. Amino acid derivatives. Amino acid derivative. Number one is tyrosine. And from tyrosine, which hormones are synthesized or derived? T3, T4, they are the thyroid hormones, and catecholamines, which are produced in adrenal medulla. Yes. So these are synthesized from the amino acid tyrosine. Okay. So in adrenal medulla, abundantly catecholamines are more. Is adrenaline, then norepinephrine, and then comes dopamine. Okay. So T3, T4 are in thyroid gland. Those are thyroid hormone. Catecholamines, adrenal medulla, abundance in adrenaline, noradrenaline, and dopamine. Okay. So in next hormone we can see, yes, these hormones are derived from tyrosine. So next is tryptophan. Very important. So from tryptophan, two hormones are derived. Number one, serotonin, and number two is melatonin. And you can call these as they act as neurotransmitter in central and act as hormone in periphery. So centrally acting neurotransmitter or peripherally acting hormones. You can say about all this. Now coming to serotonin, is a very important hormone and it gets derived from tryptophan. It is also called a funny hormone. It is also called a funny hormone. Serotonin is a funny hormone. Happy hormone. Sorry, happy hormone. So happy hormone serotonin produced by Raphi cells. Raphi nuclei stimulated by the retinal ganglionic cells. Okay. So serotonin is a happy hormone produced by happy nuclei through the stimulus of retinal ganglionic cells. Okay, so serotonin and melatonin both are involved in sleep cycle. Okay, sleep cycle. So how they are involved, we will see now. The sleep cycle. See, around 9:30 p.m. serotonin starts to get produced from the stimulus by retinal ganglionic cells from happy nuclei. Then serotonin in turn stimulates pineal gland. Pineal gland. Okay. Now pineal gland in turn produces melatonin. This melatonin keeps uh, going higher in concentration, and the concentration maximum achieved during 2 to 4 am when the maximum sleep occurs. So very simple. Serotonin and melatonin are involved in sleep cycle. In sleep cycle, serotonin stimulates pineal gland produces melatonin helps in sleeping. Okay, so that's that. So now number 2 is vitamin number. So we have already said that about the amino acid derivatives. Number 2 is vitamin derivatives. Vitamin derived hormones. Vitamin A and vitamin D. I will talk about these in details, but later on. Number C are peptide hormones. Now there are 3 types of peptide hormones. Number 1, small peptides. Number 2, large peptides. And number 3 is glycoprotein hormone. Small peptide, large peptide, and glycoprotein peptide. I'm coming by one by one. Small peptide, mostly are hormones from posterior pituitary, like ADH, like oxytocin, and another is hypothalamic hormone. Yes, hypothalamic. Corticotropin releasing hormone, thyroid hormone releasing hormone, RH. Those words containing RH are hypothalamic hormones, and these are small peptide hormones. Hypothalamic hormones. And number 3 is ACTH. So these 3, posterior pituitary hormone, hypothalamic hormone, ACTH, are small peptides. They contain less than 50 amino acids. Okay. Now come to large peptide. Large peptides examples are hormones from anterior pituitary, like growth hormone and prolactin. These are very large amount. They contain more than around 199 amino acids. Okay. Others are insulin, parathormone, and renin. Glycopeptide hormones. These hormones contain more than protein, more than carbohydrate. Examples are TSH, FSH, and LH. Glycopeptide, protein more than carbohydrate. Okay, and there is a similarity between these 3 hormones. One is they share a common alpha subunit. Very good. They share a common alpha subunit. TSH, FSH, LH. Okay. So I have said that 3 types of peptide hormones: small peptide, large peptide, and glycopeptide hormones. Now comes to D, that is steroid hormones. Steroid hormones. Now, steroid hormones secreted from two places. One is adrenal gland, and number two is gonads. Yes, from adrenal gland, mainly adrenal cortex. Adrenal cortex, is glucocorticoid and mineralocorticoid. See, from adrenal medulla, we have already discussed about adrenal medulla. Adrenaline or adrenaline dopamine gets secreted, and they are derivatives of tyrosine. Yes. So here, adrenal gland from the layer of adrenal cortex, glucocorticoid and mineralocorticoid gets secreted. And also one kind of hormones are secreted by adrenal gland, that is sex steroid, like DHEAs, TIAs, dihydroepiandrosterone sulfate or androstenedione. Sex steroid, dihydroepiandrosterone sulfate, androstenedione. Gonads. From gonads, testosterone, estrogen, and progesterone. Okay. So today I have discussed about the one kind of classification by hormones through structure. They are derivatives. What kind of derivatives? Amino acid derivative, protein derivatives, and steroid derivatives and vitamin derivatives. In next class, I will talk about the classification by mechanism of action. Okay. So till then, thank you and take care of it.